Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome back to Mini Motorways, where with the final challenge of all the new 3 maps on Mumbai is all you can concrete, of which unlimited road tiles definitely does make sense with that title, but then start with one of each upgrade and no further upgrades are offered. That generally gets pretty difficult pretty quickly, so I guess the one motorway is going to be the godsend to you. Cruising along nicely, got the second building in, which actually listened to the blocking up that I've done. It didn't go ahead and somehow squeak a house in a building on the wrong side of the train line. This is, I have to remind myself, not a loop because it's not London. Only London is a loop. I feel as though there should have been 4 maps. 2 with loops and 2 with straight lines. Either way, that is now another building that is nice and easy. It really does have an obsession with pink though, doesn't it? How do I have 3 pink buildings at such a low score? Ah, the classic, the green that just wants to blend in with the ground. I've got, wow, plenty of people spawning up there. I obviously don't want to really be taking them over the rail. And luckily, actually, I was going, do I have the road tiles for it? Yes. Oh, come on. I mean, maybe I will have, I guess I will exactly have one or multiple spawn over there. There we go. Multiple spawning over there immediately. Up and over. Nice and convenient. Plenty of room for people to be spawning as I just wait out to the end of this week. And even though none of these spawns have been particularly difficult to be dealing with, it's also a bit disappointing because there is only one building, being this one house building in the center, that doesn't cross the train line. Having unlimited road tiles does make me wonder what would happen if you blocked up the entire map. I mean, I guess I kind of know that the pressure on one building would grow to be too high and it wouldn't be able to sustain it, and so you would need to be opening up particular areas, but could you play the game better and just block up and make all the spawns perfect? Or honestly, just stop things like that from occurring. That is just rude. I don't really know how I want to be dealing with that, to be honest. I mean, I could have blocked it up because I've got unlimited road tiles, but I didn't exactly expect it to be even able to spawn there. I mean, it's pretty pinched still against the water. It's a beachside property for sure. Well, I'm just going to be waiting out the end of the week because I should be getting it any moment. Come on, give me that. It's well past Monday. What? I guess actually, what am I talking about? I haven't been getting any weekly rewards because you don't get any weekly rewards. I was just so locked onto it. I went, oh, it's Sunday. We'll get it in a second. But regardless, how do I want to be dealing with you? Because these guys are a little bit trapped on that side. Obviously, I also have this guy down here, but absolutely redundant. Like, he's never going to get used for that building. There's just no way. And so for now, maybe a bit of this action is all I can think of. But it's really gone ahead and made it difficult, as it's even just trying to join into that line and all these different kind of things. It's really squeaking it through. Hopefully there isn't anyone else that can come along and spawn up here. I mean, I'd love to see a building spawn up here on this little branch, or I don't know what the geological formation would be called, but I do know that that would be an expensive property with both beach and lakeside and front and back and front access. You'd be living. Well, that is certainly piling up, but I also have this purple down here as well, and I'm wondering, do I or can I afford to be using my one motorway to be carrying people across? The only question is then, I would have to be also using a bridge, and I can't be using a bridge and a motorway for 2 buildings. For now, I'm just going to have to connect it in and hope that the yellow can just survive by itself. I mean, I guess if something is about to die, I can motorway them across. That's not a drama. Now, actually also having a purple up there, I can get my bridge back if a few more want to join the party. Usually they do, but I'm guessing not currently. Fair enough. Either way, like I said, I can take the yellows from the bottom right to the top left or the middle left if necessary. Hey, well, with a couple of changes, I also finally get a second train station, which I'm never too worried about because their volume is so low. It's only as many people as the train can ever carry. I mean, being at the end, it does make it difficult because you get a double batch right there, and pinks aren't in the best location. They're trapped behind a pretty major green that was just dying, so I had to swap it over. But maybe if I can get some, I don't know, spawning there, or I don't know. For now, I'll just motorway them, I'm sure. Oh, well, I'm still trying to be dealing with this other pink, and I'm just about to get the motorway back from the yellow. But what is it? Okay, it's a purple, which is fine. I could put a roundabout in if I really wanted to. I do think that I've got enough people at 550-ish 5 points. But now, of course, the question is, how can I get these purples down into one of these bad boys? I'm guessing this one because, well, it just makes more sense. I was sadly somehow waiting for the motorway to come back to me. I guess I just wasn't really thinking, and I haven't deleted it yet, so I better do that sooner rather than later. And I've got the bridge, So I guess instead of motorwaying, actually the motorway could have stayed. I will just bridge these guys instead for now. This challenge is proving to be quite difficult to judge how well or how poorly I'm doing. On one hand, I know and I recognize that I don't have everything that I really need, but then on the other hand, I still do have unlimited road tiles. I can block up to my heart's content, and it's only 850 points. But look, already I'm just completely falling apart as I don't know how to deal with this, and I don't know how to deal with the pink as well, as the yellows just spawned all down the bottom right, which is never going to work on something like this. How can you, if you only have one bridge and one motorway, ever get them back across to the mainland? Don't be ridiculous, game. Write them off, delete them, move them over. But otherwise, the pinks, it also feels like I don't have enough pinks, and I guess I do. They're just not connected in any way, shape, or form that's remotely easy. Oh, what? That train. Wait, that train stops them when it's at the train station. I can't be having that. I need them to be going well earlier. Maybe if I move it over so the train doesn't lurk there and stop them, because it wasn't even moving and they'd already stopped. That's just completely ridiculous. I need these people to be absolutely flying. Come on. One, are you going to be making it? You better be making it. There's about 18 of you just ready and waiting, but I don't even know if they're going to be making the return trip, as well as these guys. Why are you all waiting? Why is there so much traffic all of a sudden? It's just over 1,000 points. There shouldn't be this much traffic. Sure, another purple. I don't know where I can really get you guys from, especially considering the closest ones, of course. Asking to cross that, which, no, is the simple answer. Oh, I mean, actually, I'm not sure if I can do it, but I would love if I could just get my motorway back, because I was thinking that's just, it's the biggest waste of a motorway. I only have one, and it's just, yes, it's going cross map, but it's for a train station that gets a couple of pips on it every 45 minutes. So if I can get that back, then maybe I can solve some of my problems a little bit better. You guys need to be, I guess, just joining into the big fella. There you go. Hopefully that can help, but still, it's just nothing is feeling easy, and that's what happens when you have no resources. I also just need to be knowing what's going on here, because the greens are killing purple. They're sacrificing themselves because they just don't let them through. Hopefully, maybe if I just take them that way instead. I don't get it. Just get out of the way. Yes, it's longer, but at least there's not as many people or something. It's utterly insane how greedy green are being. Look, no one's going to get there in time. You, but then there's no one else. That's utterly insane. It's just because they're all sitting here because green wouldn't move. I don't know why at over 1,000, just over 1,000 points, it decided to ramp up like that. What? Why did they just not let anyone through? I wish I could just see a replay. That's what this game needs, is bloody replays, so you can see where it all went wrong, because you can't ever look at every single thing at once. But look, there are so many purples just chilling out, and otherwise I don't have that many purples. I have an entire one up here that I hadn't even connected in yet, but it's not like it's dying, and so I guess maybe that's just residual from the pressure from before that guy even spawned in. Regardless, that is a difficult challenge. You just have nothing, and on a map like this, especially with a pink spawn like that, like I said, taking my motorway from basically halfway through, or the get-go is what it felt like, you're never going to have a chance, especially the purples all spawning down the bottom right, not enough of them. Everything just felt like it worked against me, and maybe that's a thing that happens to everyone. What's it going to be? 831. I'm sure some people got like 10 million, billion, trillion, but regardless, that was hard, and I didn't feel like I had any other options. It wasn't like I played that poorly. It was just concrete. It was set in stone.